Hey, what's going on? We're gonna play some more Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Plus, it's a little bit of a strange setup today. If you don't remember, we lost our last run in fairly kind of sad manner, frankly. But we're gonna press on. And you know what? We've been randoming a lot. Let's just pick Isaac, you know? Why make it more complicated than it needs to be? Spider Bite can be good. Can be good sometimes, but most of the time, not super useful. Like against these guys, you know? A little fast. Sometimes a little bit of slowdown can help. Pretty useless against these guys. For not that I think you needed me to tell you that, but you know, just saying. You have a little bit of a different day today. I did quite a bit today. So I just kind of figured I had time to record one. So usually, yeah, I would be like, yeah, whatever. I'll do them a bunch at a time in a couple days. But I was like, why not just get to the... Alright, well. You win some, you lose some. I don't know if there's much I really could have done in that situation to avoid that damage. But we're just going to keep rolling. Pick up one of those. Because otherwise, I'm never going to use it. Yeah, I actually did quite a bit today. Went to the grocery store, made some chicken pad thai. It's pretty good. Although, so this is the second time I've made it. The first time, so I made the sauce myself using a recipe, obviously, because, you know, it's not like I just improv'd the whole recipe. That would be kind of insane. But I know the ingredients. That's like the secret room. I knew all of the ingredients because it was in the recipe I was following. Sure, why not? But when I was looking at the same exact recipe I looked at before, it didn't have amounts for like half of the ingredients of the sauce. So like, you know, it has like soy sauce, rice vinegar, what else? Fish sauce, and one other thing, which is lime juice. And like, it just didn't have like amounts for the soy sauce or the, I want to say the rice vinegar. No, it had amounts for the, whatever. You get the point. It didn't have amounts for some of the stuff, and I was like, I definitely made this before. So like, why do I not know how much soy sauce to put in this? I just kind of winged it. Eventually I was like, well, I mean, it was when I finished it, actually. I was like, this does not look the correct color. So I just kind of dumped in a bunch of soy sauce until it looked right. And you know what? It turned out pretty well. So I think it's all okay. Pretty smooth first floor. We're just going to keep rolling. Meat is a nice little damage up, survivability. Good for early floors. Ooh. Getting a lot of tinted rocks so far, which I'm definitely not going to complain about. It's very nice to actually get survivability, make sure I can get a devil deal on the second floor, all that jazz. I've actually never seen the rotten penny before. It's pretty nice item so far. Just like a couple free flies. I don't even have to like pick them up or anything, so how can you complain about that? Yeah, nothing there for me. Let's keep moving. Maybe I'll actually donate to the shop. Ooh, I constantly forget that like donating to the shop actually does help you like in game, so maybe I should try that. That was almost a really bad set of decisions I made, but it all worked out, so you can't judge me. Alright, let's find this item room, if I can. Although I do not have a key, because I used it to get into the shop. Could I get a key? Key? No. Alright. Let's see if we can get a key from one of these other rooms. That would be kind of nice. I tell you, this meat damage upgrade You don't think about it very much, but even like 0.58 this early in the run, it's some pretty serious business. Go from killing spiders in 3 hits to 2 hits. Can't complain about that. Let's say I remember when they like the base version of this game didn't have the stat descriptions on the left side of the screen. That was annoying. You just pick up an item, you're like, I think I know what it did, but honestly, I don't know for sure. Especially something like Roid Rage. I think Roid Rage has such like a strong effect that like you don't need to see the numbers to know that it's like a ridiculous stat upgrade compared to most items, or most speed ups anyways. But like for so many items, it's so nice to actually see like, oh yeah, it is, you know, significantly better with than without. Here we go. Oh, Blighted Ovum. Here's a boss you basically never see. I don't know why. I actually wondered like if they have different like rarities or whatever, but because Blighted Ovum is just one of those ones you basically never see, especially with the new like Afterbirth bosses. Let's go, Squeezy. Fantastic item. Aw, you shouldn't have. Okay, don't get it. I mean, I'm gonna take both of them. Why not, right? I mean, who cares about items when you can get Brimstone, right? It's just that easy. Nah. No bombs. Can't do much about that. Yeah, I actually did like a pretty decent amount of stuff today. Went to the grocery store this morning, went to Aldi. Thankfully, I was able to go to Aldi and not Publix. Any day in which I can go to Aldi instead of Publix is a good day. I mean, it's unfortunate, but sometimes you just gotta go to Publix. Aldi doesn't carry like Chobani Zero or, you know, rice noodles or some other stuff. But they do, I mean, they carry a surprising amount of stuff, you know? It's like, sometimes I'll go in there, I'll be like, there's no way they have this. Oh, there's something today like that. I was like, I don't think they're gonna have this, but then they did. And you know what? Like, it's almost always, like, pretty decent. Like, the Aldi brand is never, like, the best, but it's usually at least pretty good. Like, I've been talking a lot about the, Nature Valley granola bars, or Nature Valley protein bars, and the Nature Valley sweet and salty bars. Absolutely incredible. But Aldi also does their own brand. I don't know if it's their own brand, but they have a brand of like granola bar, protein granola bars. And the first time I had them, I was like, and these aren't as good as Nature Valley ones. And to be fair, they're like, you know, half the price per bar, so it's not really like that surprising, right? But then I had them a couple more times, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm being a little bit too hard on the Aldi brand stuff, because it's actually pretty good. It's not quite as good as the Nature Valley, like the Nature Valley sweet and salty bar. I mean, it's incredible. You should try it if you have not, because it is a fantastic culinary achievement. Like, it's just like a little bit of chocolate, some almonds, and some like other grains or whatever, but it's like delicious. I don't know what they put on that thing. I don't know that it's for sure that it's not, you know, like crack cocaine or something, but honestly, I wouldn't be that surprised, and I don't think I would stop eating them. Okay, well, I mean, if they literally had like a addictive drug on them other than like sugar, I would probably stop eating them. I mean, is sugar an addictive drug? I don't know. It's not addictive just because like people like it, right? It takes more than that for a drug to be considered addictive. I guess that's the whole debate, right? People are like, oh yeah, I can stop drinking whenever I want. I just don't feel like it. It's like, okay, buddy. You know? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for just finding that secret room for me. Really appreciate it. Can we get a little bit extra devil chance? Thank you. And by a little bit, I do mean a little bit. I only wanted 2.5%. Because, I mean, if you gave me... Wow, I don't know how I didn't get it there. If you gave me more than 2.5%, it just wouldn't be fair, right? Already have, like, the best devil deal item in the game. Why would they give me a better one? So, at least this can probably get us cooking on a new win streak. That would be nice. Sure. And it's terrible. Why do you ever, why does anyone ever do the 3 red chest challenge room? It's never worth it. You know, you see a red chest, you're like, ooh, maybe I'll get Guppy's tail. And instead you just get, like, you know, 2 pills that don't do anything, some spiders, and a troll bomb, you know? Tail was old this time. Just trying to pull you in with a little bit of greed. Okay. I don't know why Cage is owning me so much right now. It's okay. We took him out. And we got a penny, so worth it. Thanks, Dark Poop, for speeding that one up. Yeah, Roid Rage. It's good. Nice speed upgrade after that speed downgrade from the pill. Oh, I didn't say it. In my head, I was thinking Hive Mind would be a nice get right now. Let's just pick that up and then keep moving. You know, it's a strange thing to, like, work out, to, like, go for a bike ride in the morning. Because, like, it gets to the point where, like, the night before, I'm kind of dreading waking up and having to go for a bike ride, you know? At least on days where I don't go to work first thing. Because I'm like, great, I get to get up and go for a bike ride. And, you know, like, while I'm doing the bike ride, it's okay. You know, I'm not, like, hurting myself. Like, it could be a lot worse, is all I'm saying, right? But, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the point in my dietary career right now when I'm not trying actively to lose weight and I can just, like, not spend an hour every day going on a bike ride. Although maybe I should. Maybe that's not necessarily a good thing, that it's not necessarily a good idea to just stop going for bike rides. At least I should do it probably on the weekends, you know? Keep my resting heart rate down. I mean, I don't want to brag right now, but my resting heart rate is like a 50. I mean, it's measured with like an Apple Watch, not like a real scientific device. It's like, who really knows how accurate that is? Maybe it's more like 55. But I mean, like, I do spend currently like 2.5 hours every single day exercising. So I feel like it's not that crazy of an idea that I could have like an Olympic level resting heart rate. You know? I don't know. I will say the VO2 max that my Apple Watch gives me, like, there's no way it's correct. Because it's like, okay, VO2, if you're not familiar, VO2 max, it has to do with like oxygen in your blood. And basically the higher the number, the more in shape you are. I don't really know how measuring it works, but that's basically, I think, all I know, and all pretty much anyone who isn't like a actual doctor knows. But they But yeah, it's like, okay, so I've been running for a while, and my VO2 max, it just kept going up like every single day, and I was like, okay, this thing's like flattering me a little bit, because it was like the level of like a professional cardiovascularly active athlete, and I was like, I am not like a runner. I'm not like a distance runner. So having a VO2 max like that would be kind of ridiculous. And then I gotta go back and find the item room. Excuse me. I started running. I stopped running really and started like jogging instead, is probably the best way to put it. So I wouldn't push myself past like 150 beats per minute, basically. I mean, so it made the running kind of pathetic, honestly. Like, I would be running, but I would only be running like, or jogging, really. I'd only be jogging like 4 miles per hour. So it's like, it's almost like, oh, well, what's the point of jogging if you're jogging at like the speed of a slow walk? The answer is to burn fat, but it does look kind of stupid. Anyways, when I switched to starting doing that, then my VO2 max dropped like crazy. Is there decent? No? Yeah, let's donate a little bit. I said I would do it. I'll stick to my word. I'll do it. I'll get all 6 of those cents in, or whatever it was. But yeah, it's like I started running just to burn fat, and like it just dropped like crazy. It went from like a 43 or something to like a 30. And I was like, well, that doesn't seem right, because all I did was change the way I was running. It's not like I got way less healthy over the course of like 2 or 3 days, and then it just kept dropping for a while, and I think now it's at like a 35 or something. I think it's climbing its way back up because I'm starting to get used to the way I'm running, and I'm starting to run it a little bit quicker. Like for a while I was doing some like 16-minute miles. Not that I was going for a fast mile time, but if I was, that would be pretty sad. I think the best amount of time I ever got was probably around like 7.5 minutes, which isn't like, it's not really anything to like brag about. If you can do like a 5-minute mile, you know, that's pretty impressive. Anything more than that, and it's kind of like, well, cool for you, I guess. What the heck? I've never seen this room before. I'm gonna go back in there in a second so I can open. Yeah, I'm definitely not like a runner. I work out a lot, but like I also really just don't like it, you know? Like maybe I'm like kind of gaslighting myself, and I actually do kind of like it, but like while I'm doing it, I'm not the biggest fan. But like I swear, man, like I'm exercising and I'm like, this just blows. Get me out of here. Even like weightlifting, which I've been doing for a while, but like, you know, it's just like, why am I doing this to myself? And you know why? It's like, so like I look better, and man, none of these cards are very good. So I look better, and so I live longer, and I have a higher quality of life, which are all like really, really good reasons. But at the same time, you're like, I just kind of want to lay down. It's at the point for me where I've just been exercising long enough that if it's not that I feel good about exercising, it's that I feel bad when I don't. I'm like, dude, you have the time. You have like an hour free most nights. Just do it, you know? So it's almost more like a show of discipline than anything else. Oh no, my range. What am I gonna do? I almost took that pill just immediately. I was like, yeah, pill? I'll take it. It's also my attitude, like, just when I see people. You know, you're just like walking down dark alleys at night. Some dude's like, hey, got a pill for you. And you're like, oh, sick. I always take pills. You know what I mean? You know that guy? Who doesn't know that guy? Ooh, wow. You get ABM, my dude. Always be moving. You can't just stand still in the middle of the Mom boss fight. Sure, let's be guppy, you know? Let's just be ridiculous. Wow, both these items suck. Otherwise, let's do it. Even if they suck. We're guppy. We got brimstone. What else could you really ask for? If I'm not doing it in this run, when am I ever gonna do it? Yeah, just kill that guy. Yeah, I could have done something about that. Oh well. I went for a short walk with my dog before I started recording. It's a little bit late, but it was also nice because it rained earlier today, so it wasn't too warm outside. Yesterday when I took my dog out for a walk, it was like, it's like 95 and sunny with 100% humidity. Fucking bad. I would have made the walk longer, but my dog was like panting like crazy. I was like, I am torturing this poor bastard. I mean, he was probably, you know, mostly okay with it, but I was still kind of like, maybe I should not go more than like a mile or so. It is kind of crazy, like, dogs, where did, like, the earliest dogs, like wolves, right, before they were domesticated? Obviously, early dogs are not wolves. They would have just had the same ancestor, right? I'm aware of this. But what environment is that animal actually suited for? Because it's definitely not Central Florida. I can tell you that. Because it is way too freaking hot for a dog that has like any amount of fur to just walk around outside during the day and during the summer. It's pretty god awful. Wintertime, yeah, it's usually pretty nice for a dog. But like in the neighborhood I live in, there's this, I think it's actually the HOA president, and he has a husky, and I'm like, man, it must blow to be that husky. Every day you wake up for like 6 months out of the year and you're like, yeah, it's way hotter than my, oh, okay, well, no boss rush, I guess. Thank you, game, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna miss out on cleaning out on getting the credit on the sheet, but yeah, let's just be weird with it. Okay, well, sure. All right, let's just end this floor. Let's just keep moving, get this floor done with. Man, I don't know what I've been doing to myself. I think it's just because I'm waiting too late to start recording, because it's about 8 o'clock right now, but I am tired. I was tired after the last one I recorded too. I don't know why. I mean, like, I did stuff today, but like it wasn't that much. Like, I went to the grocery store. I went to see a movie. Saw Deadpool and Wolverine. If you want my honest opinion on the movie, it was okay. It was a superhero movie, which, I mean, it's a Deadpool movie, right? So it's like always pretty much just like a normal superhero movie with some like random sexual and also referential humor that makes it think like it's better than everybody else, when in reality it's the same as pretty much every other superhero movie that's coming out. It's like, it was better than just seeing like another superhero movie, but like not that different, you know what I mean? Like the people who make those movies seem to think like, oh yeah, but like we're a superhero movie, but like we're not, like, we're the cool superhero movie. And it's like, sure, dude, you're the cool one. If that makes you feel better, sure. Like, I don't know how familiar you are, obviously, with the like the current crop of like Marvel movies, but like and not even just Marvel movies. It's a lot of movie series that are doing this, that are doing like multiverse stories, and it turns out like multiverse stories are like really complicated. Sure, let's just take both of them. Should have done it in the other order, but I'm not really super worried about my HP right now, so I think we'll roll with it. But there've been a lot of movies that have been coming out recently that are trying to do like multiverse plots, and it turns out like it's really hard to do it right. So like realistically, you just shouldn't do it unless you feel like you feel like going for a real challenge, you know? Also, can I just say, this is a solid ring of flies I got going on. But yeah, I think Everything Everywhere all at Once did the multiverse thing really well, and that's pretty much it as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure there are other movies that have done it fine, but movies that I've seen that I really liked that did it, that's pretty much it. Which is slightly depressing, but also, I mean, like, not extremely surprising. But like, also Deadpool did the thing where it's like, what is this, a stupid multiverse movie? Like, it made fun of the fact that it was a multiverse movie during the movie. But like, it was a multiverse movie. It's like, I don't really know what they're making fun of. They're kind of making fun of themselves. Like, I mean, I guess. But like, they made all the same mistakes that like a normal multiverse movie would make. So, you know, you're not really any better than anyone else. You know, I don't know. I think it's just like this false sense of I'm better than you. Like I'm you know, it's like I'm not like the other girls, you know, I'm not like the other superhero movies. I'm edgy. And it's like, are you really? Like, the edgiest thing about that movie was the fact that they referenced the fact that, you know, Disney bought Fox, and so Wolverine is gonna, or Hugh Jackman is gonna keep making Wolverine movies until he's like 90, which is like probably pretty true. But like, I mean, it's not that edgy. It's a little bit edgy, I guess, but you know, it's not like they were sneaking anything into the movies that Disney wouldn't let them. I don't know. Sorry, I was just yawning. I don't know. Maybe I need to start drinking coffee at like 3 p.m. just so I can stay awake the rest of the day. But this is slightly sad. Just keep ranging me down. You know, why not? I will say, so I partake in Oats Overnight. If you're familiar, it's like a brand. Overnight Oats is like a general meal prep idea, but Oats Overnight is like a specific brand that makes packets for it. And it's basically like you take a bunch of oats and flavoring and whatever else you want. And sure, let's fight Hush. Why not, right? I'm more overpowered as hell, so why not? But basically, it makes them for you, and you know, the correct flavors are pretty good. It's like there are like probably 5 or 6 flavors that are like killer, that I would eat pretty much every day if like I didn't want to, you know, just have like a more balanced diet, and I wasn't trying to like burn calories, and it wasn't just like, yeah, sure. I don't know why I was thinking so much about that. I wasn't trying so much to burn calories, and it wasn't like a little bit cheaper just to like eat other things most days. But they and when you get like their subscriber boxes, they'll give you like little bonus things, which is nice. You know, I like little free stuff with my subscription order. Who doesn't? And so they gave me like a coffee thing that they're trying to start, which is just like a powdered coffee. I think it already has milk in it, so you don't need to add milk. But like it's just like a little drink that you like. It's coffee. It is coffee. Like, it literally has coffee in it. But this one was mocha flavored, which I don't want to sound like an idiot, right? But like, I kind of always just thought mocha was like a coffee flavor. Like, isn't it like a chocolatey coffee, I guess? Right? Maybe I'm wrong. I think that's what it is. So it seems strange to have like mocha flavored coffee. You think you would just have like chocolate flavored coffee, but you know, whatever. Not my company. Maybe I just don't get it. Certainly possible. I just don't get a lot of things, honestly. But yeah, on it and taste test, pretty decent. I mean, like, it's not great. Like, if I just made myself coffee, it would definitely be better. But considering like the calories were pretty decent and it tasted pretty good, and I had like, you know, a couple of grams of protein, you know, it was pretty enjoyable. I really don't know how much I'd be willing to pay for each of those packets, because each packet has like 3 cups of coffee in it, and by cups I mean like a literal 8 fluid ounces, which is a lot less than what I would consider like. I guess if someone's like, hey, you want a cup of coffee? I guess it depends on the mug they put it in, right? But like if someone says, do you want a cup of coffee, and they give you exactly 8 fluid ounces, I'm like, brother, I need a little bit more coffee than this. You know? Anyways. But yeah, so like, I think each packet is like 3 cups of coffee. How much would I be willing to pay for per pouch? I don't know, like $2. I don't know if that's a realistic price for it, you know? I don't know the bomb cost on a packet of pre-mixed coffee. I mean, $2 for 3 cups of coffee, that's a pretty decent deal. In the words, yeah, you know, why not? Just go to the void. We're killing it. I think we're kind of low on health, but you know, I think we can manage. Yeah, we're kind of low on health, but it's okay. I have to say, this rubber cement brimstone synergy, it's doing a lot more work for me than I thought it would. Like, I don't know how much faster that Hush fight was because of it, but considering how much time I spent just like double hitting him, I mean, it couldn't have been insignificant. I could use some more spirit hearts though, because right now I'm a little bit in the danger. Well, you know what, game? Thank you very much. Really appreciate it when you're looking out for me like that. I don't know why it took so long for me to get the Balls of Steel pill, considering how many different pills I've picked up and taken during this run. But you know, that's okay. Definitely don't want that one. Here's Infamy, back again. I don't think I'm gonna really need it, but I think the last time I said that, it saved me like 8 different hits in a single room, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to Infamy. What's this? Paralysis. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm ready to fight Delirium whenever his white pasty face feels like showing up. When you're double hitting with Hive Mind, Brimstone, Rubber Cement, I mean, I'm really not too super worried about fighting Delirium right now. If I'm gonna level with you. Sure. Why not, right? Man, I love having just a solid ring of flies. Pick up a couple more. We are just tearing through most of these enemies. I mean, if Brimstone wasn't enough, like the Rubber Cement and the pretty decent damage and the flies, like, it is just over for these bozos. Treasure map, fantastic pickup for when I only have a single floor left, and I have the Curse of the Lost, so it's a fun one. If I wasn't as like ridiculously overpowered as I am now, I would be very annoyed with the fact that I have the Curse of the Lost. But, you know, in this situation, can you really be that upset about pretty much anything to do with your run? Probably not, really. Yeah, don't want that. Delirium? No. I swear, it's always the runs where I'm like just trying to pick up a couple items to see if I can find myself to find something to put me over the edge against Delirium, that I go around and I find Delirium like instantly. But when I'm just trying to find Delirium so I can kill him, he's nowhere to be seen, which is very cool. Did those two jerks just kill like half my flies? Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, that's funny. Speed down pill. Oh my gosh. Where are you? You coward. Delirium. Show yourself, you coward. I honestly have no idea what that item does, or that trinket. And you know what? I don't feel like finding out. So, suck on that. Okay, can I... You know I already said that I was not going to complain about Curse of the Lost because most run is so powerful. However, do you see how many rooms I have to go through? And I have like basically no idea where I'm going. Like, I know it's not good to complain when you're in such an advantaged position. But I mean, come on, man. This is a little bit absurd. Okay, this has got to be Delirium, right? Now it's Loki split in half. Sure. Anyone know any good jokes while we Delirium? There we go. We found them. Alright, I think the flies should basically be able to handle this jabroni. Honestly, jabroni, fantastic word. Like, not used nearly enough. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know where it goes. I don't know where it comes from. Cotton Eye Joe's. But it's just a really good word. Like, it's, you hear it, you're like, oh, I know what a jabroni is. Like, no one had to explain it to me. It's just like a goofy dude. You know? No one is picking up a dictionary and looking up what jabroni means. It's just so self-evident, you know? And I think that's what makes a good word, is you hear it and you're like, I know exactly what that means, and I don't even need to hear it in context. You know? And I think with that, that's pretty decent place to go off. With probably one of the most powerful runs I've ever played in this game. So, the win streak continues. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.